Well, hello there in YouTube land and welcome back to the channel. And today we're going back to the movies. It is movie review time. I haven't been as excited about a film in a long time, so today we're going to talk about what IndieWire called the Goodfellas of bike movies. Cue the intro. Before we get into it, a quick word from our sponsor, me. Be sure to check out our store and buy something, you won't regret it. Now, The Bikeriders is directed by Jeff Nicholls. If you don't know who that is, don't worry, neither did I. He directed some boring and forgettable films like Mud with Matthew McConaughey. This film, The Bikeriders, is loosely based on the picture book by counterculture icon Danny Lyon, where he documented and glorified the MC lifestyle by following and eventually joining the Outlaws Motorcycle Club. And I mean loosely because instead of glorifying, it vilified. Instead of expressing the rebellious nature of one of the most Americana of eras, it falls flat on its ass. I really wanted a Goodfellas of the biker world. I even expected a Wolf of Wall Street meets Lords of Chaos type of cathartic experience. Like Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, but with Harleys. Instead, we got this series of snippets into a fake world that never existed, with some cool cinematography and no depth. The movie tells the story of a fictional MC called the Vandals, and that's the most I can summarize the plot because there isn't one. Not one that flows anyway. The biggest problem with the Bikeriders is that there is no main character. At first you think it's Benny, played by Austin Butler, a James Dean-inspired rebellious youth with all the looks to back it up. At some moments you think it's Tom Hardy's character Johnny, the president of the Vandals. However, most of the time the story revolves around Kathy, played by Jodie Comer, Benny's old lady. But she is the chorus of the story. She narrates the film through a series of interviews to a very watered-down pinko version of Danny Lyon. According to Merriam-Webster, pinko, noun, a person who holds advanced liberal or moderately radical political or economic views. Even the term pinko is misused in the film. Instead of being a light commie, it is their bizarre version of a yuppie. Well, we want to get invested then in this character Kathy, but we know nothing about her. Just that she had a boyfriend when she met Benny, and then they hint that she had a previous marriage, or marriages, is never clear. The best thing about The Bikeriders is the cinematography by Adam Stone. He takes some inspiration from the book, but then he creates his own style. Stone and Nicholls have been working together since college, and they have a very unique visual voice. In this film, there are some shots that will be memorable in film history. A very light palette as the background that lets the subjects pop on the screen. There is something very romantic and beautiful in the imagery of the film. There are some cool motorcycle scenes, but not nearly enough. If you've seen the trailer, you have basically seen it all. All the best scenes, and basically the whole story. The acting though is superb, and the way each scene is created will be taught in film schools in the future. Excellent craftsmanship. So what's the problem with the movie? Well, all you see is snippets of a story. It doesn't flow. You don't know anything really important about any of the characters, and you don't really understand the motivation for the club to exist either. It's like you're watching a picture book, but I wanted a film. And then I hated Comer's character. I guess they tried to force a strong female character into the lead, and they failed miserably. No strong female character will be caught dead anywhere near the misogynistic world of the one percenters. A world where women can never be full-patched members, where the old ladies agree to wear their own cuts with the legend, property of. This is the last thing I expected from this film. You don't get any depth into any character or any relationship. It's not really a fun movie. It is a pretty boring movie. There's nothing from the NC world, really, only the negative. As a conclusion, would I recommend this movie? Well, if you're a fan of old school Harleys, if you're a fan of cool cinematography and you want to see excellent performances from Tom Hardy, Jodie Comer, Austin Butler, Emery Cohen, Norman Reedus, and Michael Shannon, then yes, watch this movie. But with the intention of analyzing its craft. If you're looking for a fun, blockbuster, climactic film about the MC world, then no, do not watch The Bikeriders. Well, that is it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember, if you liked the video, to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, hit the bell button, and share it with all your friends. If you don't like the movies, what the fuck? you don't like videos, well, share it with all your enemies. And I'll see you guys on the next one.